Hello friends, the title of our devotional is The Purpose of Suffering and Pain. Our key text is found in 1 Corinthians 10 verse 13. It says, "There hath no temptation taken you but such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it." Why suffering and death? Why is there so much suffering in the world? Why is there death? Who is the cause of trouble and sorrow? Is it God? Does God make people sick? Did God plan death? How can God be a God of love and allow suffering and decay? Is there any hope of release? Will it always go on like this? There's a lot of questions. What kind of world did God make? In Genesis 1 verse 31 it says, "God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the sixth day." Very good means that it was a world without sin, suffering, and death when it came from the hand of God. God made a perfect world, but when sin came into the world, what happened? Genesis 3:16, it says, "Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee." Notice, here that sorrow and pain came into the world as a result of sin. God did not create sorrow and pain. It came as a result of sin. How much will God permit us to be tested and tried? No test will be permitted beyond that which God knows will be for our benefit. And then God is right there to make a way of escape if the devil gets too mean with us. God allows suffering and troubles to come into our lives because he cannot do otherwise and be consistent with the way he has chosen to create. God created angels and men with the capacity to choose right or wrong, to obey him or disobey. When Satan and men choose to disobey God, suffering and troubles came as a natural result, often injuring the innocent as well as the guilty. If God miraculously prevented problems from coming into our life, he would be interfering with our God-given ability to choose and to experience the consequences of our choices. Occasionally, God does intervene to shield us from the consequences of sin. But if he did so consistently, no one would be able to see the real nature of sin. He must allow sin to run its course in order to eradicate it at last. However, the way we relate ourselves to suffering and trouble makes all the difference in the world. Even though God does not want us to experience the heartaches of this world, he has made it possible for us to profit by them. We often develop strengths and virtues because of difficulties which we have experienced. We see our weaknesses much more plainly after problems have come to us. We can sympathize with others who are experiencing the same sufferings we have known. With what attitude should men face the problems with which life confronts them? In Hebrews 12 verse 11 it says, "Now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby." If we continue to trust God's love even when problems arise, we will bring forth good fruit in our life. The fruit of righteousness which is produced in the person who is exercised thereby. In other words, we must accept the affliction in the right way in order to develop a good character. Thank you and God bless.